Welcome back everybody, this is Lord Snoot and welcome to episode 10 of Project Ozone 2 Kappa mode, and you join me just having a look through Gamma quest line. I thought we'd crack that angel block off. That actually opened up the iron drum which we already have, and it's led us to magical wood. Now I had this prepared the other day but we didn't actually get to it. So in this special chest here we have stuff for bookshelves, and we will get those made. So we need 4 bookshelves like so, and then we want 4 flim flam 4 books, easy for you to say. And then if we look on here at magical wood, I don't actually know why I made 4 bookshelves. There's a question for you. You can't shift click these, I don't think, because they don't stack. There we are, 30 magical wood. So hopefully that should be another quest done. We'll have a little look through those. What are they doing in there? Through the quest books, walruses, brilliant. Amulet of growth, that helps things grow, so that's going to come in handy. Did one of us not? Doesn't look like we've got. Oh, it's this one. No reward bag for that one. That's a shame. Do they stack? They don't. Typical. Nothing stacks, does it? Nothing stacks when you want it to stack. Pull this plastic out. We'll keep that elsewhere in our sort of tools and stuff like that, or things that we're making to help us along the way. Don't need a wooden spike, I'm just going to get rid of that. Fill that in, and we will go and have a look at our mob farm, make sure that's not backing up. Perfect. And in here we have a nice full tank of power. Must have forgotten to empty that out. And we've still got plenty of fuel. And a bit of iron on there. In fact, what we'll do with that iron, just cook some more of that up. Can I use the alloy smelter? And I can. So, we were last on Delta, and as you can see I've actually managed to scoot right down here, but I'm now interested in getting this capacitor bank. So, block of redstone, 4 conductive iron and 4 capacitors. Have we got any capacitors left is the first question. I'm not seeing any. I'm going to take that as a no. What we like for resources towards capacitors. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to make us a boatload. We might actually be able to use all of these capacitors to go right through that little quest line and make ourselves the highest tier one, which would be very, very nice. We're going to need some copper, if my memory serves me correctly. We'll go and get all that cooking, and we will look at... Oh, I'll get that cooking, and then we'll look at getting those capacitor banks sorted. So, memory serves. Something along those lines. Yeah. That's much faster now. That's much better. So we can use that now over here to make our capacitors. Now if we want to go straight to the vibrant capacitor, we are going to need 2 capacitor banks from the tier below, and each of those need 2 capacitor banks. So we need 4 which means we need 16, I believe. So that's nice. And we're going to need a lot of that conductive iron. Have we got enough? I think we have, you know. So let's go and get our other bits that we're going to need. So we're going to need some coal dust, vibrant alloy, whatever that other one's called. Conductive iron we're definitely going to need. Energetic alloy was the one I couldn't remember. And why can't I see coal dust there? Okay. Let's get that going as well. Glowstone is the other thing we need, isn't it? I'll just gather everything we think we need. So we'll get that coal sag milling. And conductive iron, which I think is redstone and iron. We'll get you sag milling. These should be done. They are. So the first thing for a capacitor, block of redstone. We're going to need 4 of these. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks of redstone, which is 36. 4 9s are 36. Thank you kindly. I'm now starting to think we don't need that. I think we're going to avoid those recipes, aren't we? Dark steel by 6. Electrical steel by 6. And it looks like we're going to need another load of capacitors as well. So, dark steel, electrical steel, and another load of redstone and gold. And copper. Dark steel by 6. Electrical steel, we've got the stuff to make. Any more redstone to cook up? There it is. I hope we have enough stuff, you know. Electrical steel, is that? Okay, that looks good. That's enough. And what goes in the middle? 4 blocks of redstone. So that is our 4 capacitor banks. So on the second stage, we need 2 more capacitors with 6 electrical steel. There's our reward for it. Splendid. I think I'll make just another load of these if I can. Typically, I forgot copper. In fact, we're going to need all of that putting in there. Lovely to see how much redstone we're getting off those. Hope everyone's enjoying their day as it goes so far. sun is shining here again, which is unusual in the northeast of England. Must have done something right to please somebody. Let's go and grab some copper while we're waiting for that. Copper, 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 copper. Not a policeman. You get arrested for grabbing a copper in that sense. We don't want any of that. Not as there are less police on the streets these days. Thank you, Mrs. May. So how are we now? That's looking better. You can go in there. Copper. Gold, gold. Have you finished? Whoops. You have. Just conscious of that red alloy ingot. I don't want to run out of that right at the last minute. All that redstone, we had hundreds and hundreds of redstone all down the Swanee. So for our tier 2, we want double layer, which I believe we're going to need 2 of these, aren't we? Because I'm guessing the third one is 2 of those. Yeah, it is indeed. That's 2 of those with 2 of those with not enough electrical steel, which was iron, silicon, some coal dust. So that should be getting us another one of those. Then we need to go an octadic, which is 2 of those. So 2. We need 4 more capacitors, and I don't think. Well, mind you, could always pull that one and then get another one later. I think we will do that. We'll definitely do that. So electrical steel. Now that I need to pull one of those into my inventory to make sure we get the reward. There we go. One vibrant capacitor bank. Boom. Can we make one more capacitor with what we've got? I think that's all we need just to put this sag mill back to where it should be. So I think definitely I'm going to have to go and do some mining at some point. Actually, we could have a look at what it takes to get to the mining dimension. Might not be a bad thing. What are we doing? Oh, I need another one, don't I? Or not? I don't think I do. I think we have enough. We've scraped together just enough. One block of glowstone and we are good to go. And look at all these quests unlocking. Block of glowstone. That can now go there, and that holds 500 million RF, which sounds like a lot, but I get a feeling in Kappa mode that isn't going to mean much. So So let's go and top this sag mill back off. We'll get another bucket of juice from our cow. Moo juice. Sound a little bit like Alan Partridge there. We'll stick that back in, and we will look at that. Nice. So we have a good bag, more soap, an epic bag. What's this? Alchemical coins. EMC. And a greater bag. Yeah. Useless. And they do stack, thank goodness for that. They don't though. So I suppose we now really need to start thinking about what we are doing next. Oops. I would like to start getting towards a jetpack. I am still getting sick of this sneaking on air. So let's have a look where the jetpacks are. So they are. It is unlocked. What's that going to take then? More capacitors, more capacitors. We're going to need redstone, so I'm going to have to go to the nether. So in the interim, we need to find a game plan. What am I looking for now? Nether quartz. We'll get that sag milling because I want to make that reservoir. So we will look at together beta. So the first thing we need to do is get a seed analyzer, sticks, glass plates, slabs, wood, that sort of stuff. In fact, no, we won't. We will get the water wheel going. From immersive engineering, that'll sort our power situation. We can use that to charge up that 500 million that we need. 500 million power. If I put this here, that should. So for a water wheel, well, first of all, we need 64. My memory serves 64 treated planks. Is the first thing. Recipe, yeah. So 64 is going to be 8. Have we got those glass bottles? That might be an easier way to do it. 1 bucket of biodiesel. 3 bottles of creosote. Right, let's go and get these used up. These stack, whereas buckets don't, you see, so it can be a bit easier on your inventory management. Like so, that's that done. And that opens up the water wheel for us. This is where we were heading. So we need a treated wood plank and lots of sticks. Now we need 3 of those, so we need 12 of those. So we need 48 sticks. If my maths is right. We're going to need some more wood. Just finish off that stack fit. completeness sake. So it was 12 of those. And then it was like so. That's another quest done. Rattling through them. That gives us the dynamo. That's good news. That's what we need to get the electricity out of the water wheels. And we'll just start with, well, we can, what do these can entail? Electrum. I'm not sure we have electrum just yet. So we need a little bit of copper. And then I think if we do like so, like so, like so, we're also going to need these LV wire connections. So that's more copper and hardened clay. We got any clay left? We have. Hardened clay is just cooked clay. Like so, and it was one in each corner. More reward bags. A Zanite ring increases mining speed. Well, that's useless at the moment. And more plastic. Can I put that on? Looks like it goes in there. Aha, there we are. So we have our dynamo, we have our water wheels, and we're going to need the reservoir for the water supply. So hopefully that's done to an extent. So where should we set it up? We're looking here, aren't we? So what we will do, these are quite big if I remember. Let's have a look how big they are. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 3 wide, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the internal. 3 wide. Is that right? That's where we want the dynamo. Like so. Then we plug these into it. Should help us when we're dropping things. So this I can just build right up along the side with a torch on top. With a torch on top. Then we need to stop the water spilling out the sides. I think it's just like so. And then we need the water. So the reservoir, that gives us 2. We're going to want 4, so we're going to need 18 of those. So, what was that round? Did anyone notice? Cauldron. That's nice and easy. One cauldron, one reservoir, Have we got a water source? Yes, we have over here. Does that lose the water? It does. So maybe you do need that to be a 2x2 for it to work. Okay, let's get our water over here then we can deal with it. We won't have to keep running around. So I think with this little setup I can just tip a bit of water on here. And voila, we have a water wheel. Now that didn't work as I expected, so I am going to need to go back and get one more bucket's worth. Like so. You go on there. And then with our hammer, we can turn that, add our connector, and connector, add our wire. And what are we getting at the moment? We're getting anything at the moment. And now, still not getting anything, because these are charging up still. That should be enough for the last of our reservoir requirements. So probably, maybe, just maybe, off camera, I might build another water wheel. Just double that up. But we now have passive, whoa, power, which is good. Do you know what? That's our 8, that's enough for another half of a reservoir. Like so, that's 4. Now then, is that the quest? Looks like it. It is indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then we get the connected texture. Wish I hadn't filled those bottles up. Oh, it works well on that one. So now I think we have an infinite water source. Yes, we do. Excellent. And a good reward bag. Invisible bedrock. Garbage. So that's good news. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. We are now starting to kick out some power. What's that doing? 60 something. These are only 5, so I think that's empty. Yeah, I think that reservoir, not reservoir, what's it called? A water wheel, I believe, is kicking some stink out. So that's good news. So wasn't really what we had planned today, but nevertheless we got a little bit more done, a little bit more progression. So I will put a little cut in here, and next time we will look at maybe the start of this, then I'll take a little bit off camera. Not really into that little section yet. Or pneumaticraft. Maybe we'll have a little look at going down here and getting a harvester and a planter to help us with the agricraft stuff. So that's our little plan. Thank you ever so much again for watching, spending time with me. I hope you're enjoying the series, and I hope you're learning some stuff. If not, well, bully for you. Alright guys, thank you very much. See you later. See you next time. Bye bye.